As Boise's grown over the years, it's starting to get to the point to where it takes you 45 minutes or an hour to get across the city. Traffic is pretty crazy. The crime from 1999 to now has definitely gone up.
Boise Police Corporal Brek Orton has protected and served our community since 1999. He's seen the massive growth in our city and the issues that come along with that. He's a proud member of the SWAT team. He's been honored with countless policing awards, and Orton also has a really unique role with the department that you may not know about. He's responsible for protecting the Boise State football team for the last 20 years. This was his last season with the team and with the police department, as he's retiring this May. Maggie O'Mara talked to him about his incredible career and why retirement is going to be bittersweet. He's tonight's 7's hero.
I've had a great career. I mean, it's been, almost 26 years.
For Boise Police Corporal Brek Orton, the dream of getting into law enforcement started early.
When did you decide, you know what, I want to be a police officer?
Well, there was always an interest. I was in second grade, not to date myself, but when Reagan got shot. And from that moment on, I was always kind of interested in protecting and serving. Then when I graduated from high school, I joined the Army. I went to Boise State University and studied criminal justice.
He was hired on with Boise Police in 1999.
I really like being the calm in the storm. I love being there when people need you the most.
He's worked every shift over the years. And he's also a proud member of the SWAT team.
There's 22 officers that are on the SWAT team now, and we've grown quite a bit over the years.
The team trains regularly. And Orton says the calls for help have increased.
It is a dangerous job, and over the years, a lot of the officers on the department have been involved in, numerous shootings and very dangerous situations. Myself specifically have been shot at probably 4 or 5 different times over the course of my career, and that's not uncommon in our profession. Over the last few years, as it's gotten tougher for law enforcement, this community has really stepped up, and I get thanked for my service constantly, and it means a lot to all of us. We're really blessed to be in Boise, Idaho. The community's awesome. They're very supportive.
One of the best parts of his career has been his work with the Boise State football team.
In the early 2000s, we had a lot of problems with Boise State athletes. We came up with a solution to have the players go on a ride-along with the police department. And so the players can kind of see what the life of a police officer is like. And then it just really started to foster a very positive relationship between the police department and the football team at that point specifically.
You guys are unbelievable.
When Coach Chris Peterson came along, Orton's role expanded. Coach Pete asked him to travel with the team to provide security and mentorship.
I obviously want to try to make a difference. I love football, so it was 2 of my favorite things, and so yeah, I would have been stupid to say no.
They hand it off to Johnson. Boise State has won the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
That was my very first bowl game that I traveled to, was in 2006, and definitely tough to top.
He's been with the team ever since.
Tell me what it's been like to travel with the team, to be a part of the team. You say it's not glamorous.
It's definitely not as glamorous as people think it is. It's not a vacation. Like, you're literally in a bus, in a plane, in a hotel, at the stadium, back in a bus, and back in a plane. It's all business, and it's a business trip.
So this year has been just a phenomenal season.
He's into the end zone. Ashton Genty.
Plus, you've had a star athlete. Tell me what it's been like to protect him, to protect the team, to keep everybody safe.
First and foremost, Ashton Genty is the type of guy that you'd want your daughter to marry. I mean, he is a class act through and through. Obviously, when you have somebody that, in my opinion, should have won the Heisman, with that comes fanfare. And with fanfare comes some undesirable fanfare. And so you'll get a lot of people, going into the hotels and going into the meeting rooms where they're not supposed to be, with bags of, footballs or jerseys or just whatever they can get signed because they see the monetary value in it. And it's kind of a fine line because we have to be the bad guy and tell people, you know what, he's not going to sign this because, again, he's on a business trip.
He said he was happy to be the bad guy.
Yeah, he does a good job with it now, too. You don't want to mess with Brek.
Spencer Danielson is what you 1 in a million. I mean, he's what you see on TV is who he is. He's one of the best human beings that you'll ever meet.
I think the world of Brek Orton. He's a dear friend of me. I'm going to miss him on the road.
Boise State head coach Spencer Danielson says it just won't be the same without him.
He's involved in helping our players learn and grow, how to make sure they make the right decisions because he cares about these kids. He cares about their lives.
Danielson says having Orton there every step of the way this past season has been reassuring.
He's checking on our guys. He's loving them up like he's a part of our staff and team. On the road, in the offseason, Brek Orton's a part of our family forever.
I'm going to totally miss it. I mean, I'm a diehard Boise State fan, and it's because of the people. And that's definitely what I'm going to miss the most.
Every player in our building, every staff member in our building is going to absolutely miss Brek.
Boise police officer Brek Orton.
I love the job. I love the community. It's been very, very good to me.
7-0.
And when it comes to protecting the Boise State football team, next season the torch will be passed on to Officer Darren Lee. He played for Boise State as a linebacker from 2013 to 2016. Orton says the team is in very good hands. One more thing to mention, Brek and his wife Ashley are huge animal lovers. Every year for the last 7 years, they've organized a pet food and supply donation drive called A Very Merry Shelter Christmas. Over the years, their family and friends have brought in about 45,000 pounds of food and supplies for the Idaho Humane Society.